Hey everyone, welcome to week 8 of my journey from $0 to $211 million. Today, I want to talk to you about something that has been a game changer for me: daily habits. You see, success doesn't just come from one big breakthrough or some overnight magic. It's built brick by brick, day by day, through the habits we choose to practice. So let's dive into the habits I have been focusing on that have made a real difference in my life. So the habits that are having most impact in my life in terms of achieving success as well as towards the $211 million goals are four of them. First one is power of gratitude. Second one is power of positive words. Third one is letting go of the resistance, and fourth is consistency. And let me break these down one by one. So let's start with the power of positive words. So the moment I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is visualize my goal. I go in the end and I visualize myself already achieving that goal, and I focus on the feelings of it in terms of how would I feel once I already have what I want, which is $200 million. What kind of conversation I'm having with specific individuals. I focus more on the how would I feel, what kind of words I'm saying. I see the other person, then responding back to me and seeing their facial expression and make it as lively and real as possible. I do the same thing right before I sleep as well. And the reason I do that is because our minds are in theta state at those points. So this is kind of like a direct gateway to the subconscious mind, where you can reprogram your subconscious mind to whatever you want to achieve in life. So that's the first thing. Second is the power of positive words. In my last video, I have shared with you guys the story of this small Tulsi plant I have and how it was almost dying. And for a week, I started speaking positive words to it. And for my surprise, it started growing. And the words I chose to speak to the Tulsi plant was, you're lush green, you're beautiful, you're growing fast. And in just literally a week, it was more greener and it looked more lively, and it was a huge surprise to me. So learning from that story I took was that the power of positive words is huge. Just imagine the impact it's going to have on us if it's having that kind of impact on a plant or other human beings. So whatever words I choose, I'm always conscious of choosing positive words on purpose throughout my day as well as night as well. Whatever words I choose, I make ultra sure that those are spoken in a manner which is positive, and my intention behind those words it is pure and positive as well. Sometimes they still get taken in negative way, but I'm not bothered too much about that because my intention behind those words is always pure, and I intend the best for everyone and obviously myself as well. Third one is the letting go of the resistance. Now, I have also shared that with you guys, and those of you missed it. Letting go of resistance is something I'm still struggling with, and obviously I'm working on that day by day. But how it goes is that whatever you want in life, if you don't have it, the reason you don't have it is because of the resistance in you. And let me break it down a little bit more. Let's say I want $211 million, right? The reason I don't have that just yet is because of the resistance we have. The thought process, the programming we have had done since the childhood. Obviously, it was an intentional. No one wants their kids or their partner or anyone for that matter to be not financially, I guess, well off, right? These are unintentional subconscious programming that gets done, and we as human beings learn these from our neighbors, our partners, our parents, uncle, aunts, you name it. We just, kind of like a sponge who is just absorbing everything, especially or especially by the age of 7. We're just taking everything in, and our subconscious mind is basically programmed by the age of 7. And then our lives are, I would say, 95% of our decisions are, basically on autopilot, done by the subconscious mind. So the resistance we have is for me, let's say the example we were taking is the $211 million, which is significant number, and it's a it's the number that signifies abundance for me, right? And as well as the people who I care about in my life. So that abundance, obviously, I don't have that just yet because of the resistance in me, and the resistance come in ways where um, it's quite subtle, to say the least. Sometimes I will self sabotage by not taking the cue, or the gut is telling me something and I'm not taking that decision just yet because I am not trusting the universe that much, or I know what I need to do and I just distract myself by doing too much, by doing too much of the tasks. That just makes me, feel better about myself, or I'll involve in helping people. Let's say if they have a problem and they come to me, which happens a lot, and then I will feel really good about myself by solving their problems. But at the end of the day, it's just pure distraction from your soul basically barking at you that, hey, do this, and instead of doing that, you're just distracting yourself from just helping people, which is really great. But at the end of the day, it's not something that really is required or needed from you at that point, which is going to be helpful as well as significant for you to achieve the goal you're actually after, which is actually going to give you the peace and the ease and life you're looking for. So yeah, letting go of resistance is big. I, for one, is engineer by profession, so it's in my programming to ask questions like, oh, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, why it's not happening already. But what the process requires for successful manifestation is why I want it. It cannot come from the lack. That is quite crucial. Um, I used to think of my this $211 million goal in a way that, oh, I lack something and I lack the money. That's why I want it. But it cannot be that way, because the moment you are repeating, the lack, the lack. Every time I think about $211 million, what I'm lacking, $211 million. So it was a mindset shift for me, where I'm not thinking about the lack, where like, oh, I don't have this, and I'll do this and blah 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 whatever, and I'll get the respect or whatever, right? Once I have that money, I had to shift that from why do I need the $211 million, and the good I'll be able to do in my life as well as others' life, as well as the value I'll create, people who are gonna be so happy once I have that money. um, the things I'll be able to do for the good for the society. There is at least 100 reasons which I had to chart out. Where in the circle, I made a circle, in the dead center of the circle I had the $211 million, and around that there were 100 reasons why having $211 million is good for me and the others around me. So what that does is it changes your perspective from the lack to what you're actually gonna do once you have the $211 million, and why it's actually good for you. So it's just basically a small subtle change. The last one is the consistency. Once you do the gratitude, positive uses of words, and then obviously trying to let go of the resistance. Actually keeping it up and being consistent is quite difficult, because there will be distractions per se, problems, issues. There will be people who are bothering you, there are people who are going to be offending you, there are people going to be, going to be liking them, or there will be arguments, you're going to be in fights. There was so many billions of problems per se. And when I say problems in quote unquote marks, is because I don't actually see them as problems anymore, and that is actually quite helpful as well. And I think it'll be helpful for a lot of other people as well. The reason I'm more consistently staying on the frequency of ease in life is because now my view towards problems, issues, distractions, as I just described, is not negative anymore. I accepted the fact that those things, problems, issues, arguments, disagreements, all the vices of the world will still remain as long as you're alive. Maybe after you're alive as well. I don't know how, what happens after that. But as long as you're alive, those problems per se still be in your life. So it's the reality of life. Now, what we can do is, or what I have done is change my perspective of how I look at them. As the saying goes, the moment you change your view of how you look at things, the thing you're looking at changes, right? So I don't look at them as, negative anymore. I just look at them. I accepted that they're always gonna be there, and I look at them just events in life, just things which are gonna happen, and I just deal with them with the best of my ability, and I ask the higher power, the universe, the God, to help me just go through them with ease. I don't have to put too much thought into, oh, what can go wrong, what I'll do. I basically have so much trust in myself that whatever comes in my way, I'll deal with the best of my ability, and whatever happens is exactly what I want. And if it's not what I want, then it'll be better than what I wanted. I have that much trust in the universe and myself. So the top four things to conclude are, power of positive words. Second is, power of gratitude. Third one is letting go of resistance, and fourth is being consistent and staying on the vibration of having your manifestation coming true. Hopefully, these daily habits gonna help you. If they do, then please feel free to share, subscribe, and like. And I'll see you in the next one.